Howdy, folks. BTMReview.com here with another Retro Rampage podcast. I think this is episode 11. I'm Aaron with Zach Wells. Zach, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
You know, this week, a couple of stories have come out that kind of grind my gears a little bit. The first thing I want to talk about is the Mega Man Legacy Collection. I think they announced it today. Was it today or was it yesterday? As of this recording, it'll be yesterday, but I think it's a little bullshit. Like, I can't talk enough grievance on Capcom. You know, we discussed it an episode or two ago about sort of their fall from grace, at least in my opinion. We discussed the Resident Evil 0 HD remake and how cool that is. But you know what? They don't trust their fan base and they don't trust their classic IPs. And that was the whole thing. It's like they're putting out the Resident Evil 0 remake or the HD thing sort of as a money grab / testing the waters, I think. And clearly we already mentioned, fans have spoken how much the original Resident Evil HD sold. And clearly they're doing it again with 0 HD. Now, whether or not they're going to use these analytics to good use is my question. Are they going to release a scary Resident Evil 7, for example? Now enter the Mega Man Legacy Collection. I can't help but feel that, A, it's a little bit of a cash grab, but B, they're testing the waters. You know, you got all these fans clamoring for a new Mega Man game, like quit abandoning the Mega Man franchise. And from their standpoint, I know it's a business thing. He's like, well, you know, Mega Man doesn't sell like Resident Evil or like, you know, the numerous and copious amounts of Street Fighter spin-offs we can do. So maybe the Legacy Collection is a way to test the waters, which I think is bullshit, Zach. I think it's bullshit because I don't think to get a new Mega Man, a new creative property out of Mega Man, I don't think we should have to buy this regurgitated bullshit collection that honestly we've had better versions in the past. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, there was a better version on the PlayStation 2.
I have it. I have the Mega Man collection on the PlayStation 2, and I have the Mega Man X collection on the PS2.
What all games are in the first Mega Man collection?
Well, first of all, that's exactly my point. This new one, I mean, granted, it's going to be on the PS4. Whoop-de-fucking-do. We're going to put 8-bit games on the PlayStation 4. You know, maybe they'll be formatted pretty well to your HD TV, but other than that, I mean, it's going to be the first 6 games, just the NES titles. You know, the one on the PlayStation 2 at least had 7 and 8. It had 7 and 8 it had 7 from the Super Nintendo and had 8 from the PlayStation 1. So on the original collection, yeah, you had 1 through 6. You had 7 from the Super Nintendo, and then you had 8 from the PlayStation. So you had more content.
That's the thing too. These are on Blu-ray discs, so they should be able to fit.
Dude, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. Throw every fucking Mega Man game they've ever put out on that motherfucker.
Exactly. Yeah, I would definitely get that.
Oh, yeah, that would make it worth it. As a collector, it would. Like, honestly, if they just... Even though I already own it, if they put every Mega Man X game... Well, they could add to it. They could put They could put Mega Man 9 and 10 included on there.
Yeah.
You know? And then, okay, you know what? If they just did that, if they put Mega Man, even with 7 and 8, and they threw 9 and 10 on there, I could see justification in purchasing it. But yeah, it's like a Blu-ray disc, man. We're talking 50 gigs here. You know, if they wanted to, they could throw every Mega Man X title on there, and they could put the PS2 Mega Man X games, which are, you know, garbage, but they could throw them on there, because those weren't on the collection back in the day. And hell, they could even bring down those inflated prices of Mega Man Legends 2. Throw on Mega Man Legends and Legends 2 on there. And I know Mega Man's had tons of spin-offs, but you could put all those on there and I guarantee you it would sell. Because people love the Mega Man Legends series, which for some reason I don't understand. Everybody clamors for a Mega Man Legends 3. Everybody make Mega Man Legends 3. Dude, those games weren't fucking good. It's just like how people clamor for Sonic Adventure games. Oh, Sonic Adventure 2 is the last good Sonic. Dude, those games do not age well. Like, what is everybody smoking? But yeah, it's just a total ripoff, man. And I don't know.
I think it's going to come out like around the time Mighty Number 9 comes out. So I wonder if it's kind of trying to
make it lose. Yeah, I didn't think about it. Yeah, trying to capitalize off that a little bit. I don't know. But bottom line, I just think it's a load of shit that if they are using this to test the waters because they don't believe in Mega Man, that maybe to have our voices heard a little more, we'd have to buy this, and I feel cheated. I shudder to think what they're going to charge for it. Like I said, they could easily throw the 9 and 10 on there. I don't know why they don't do that. I mean, it can't be selling like hotcakes in the PSN anymore. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I was thinking they should add trophies and stuff like that to all the games too.
That's another thing. If they just threw a whole bunch of cool stuff that we've never seen before, even if it was like documentaries, man, even if it was something, I mean, obviously they're not on good terms with the creator, but I mean, anything would be better than absolutely nothing, which is what they're giving us here.
Right.
Let me see here. Did you ever play Mega Man Legends?
No.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, it's not very good. But like I said, I mean,
they could put that PSP remake on there too.
Yeah, the Maverick Hunter.
Yep.
You know, I mean, Mega Man X is the greatest Mega Man game that was ever created, and I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I know everybody jerks off Mega Man 2. You know, it's fun, but I have a hard time understanding what's so special about 2 that sets apart that one from, let's say, you know, 1, 3, 4, 5, or 6, because they're all the same fucking game. Well, let's be honest here. So that, I mean, if anybody's listening to that argument, please fill me in on why 2 is better than, say, 3.
Mega Man 2 is the easiest, I'd say. I wonder if that has something to do with it.
It definitely is the easiest. I mean, that's the only thing I could say about it. Everybody jerks off the soundtrack at how great it is, and I just think Mega Man X has the superior soundtrack. Mega Man X is classic. The level design's classic. It's got insane replayability, and they mastered. It's not too hard.
Yeah.
It's not. You know. I'm not saying it's painstakingly easy. I mean, especially when you get to Sigma's Fortress. I mean, that's kind of a pain in the ass. But the game is a pleasure to play. It's not a chore. It's not a grind. So to me, that's always been the best one. Let's see here. Okay. Well, at least this. It says here that it's only priced at $14.99.
Oh, okay.
See,
that's not bad.
I was thinking that they were really. I was thinking 30 on the low end, and you know, I guess it just seems like it's PlayStation 4. Maybe it's not going to be a physical release. I don't know. I was kind of under the impression that it was, but $14.99, and I guess they're giving you a museum of high-res images and challenges. I guess there is going to be leaderboards and stuff. So you know, maybe I should stop my bitching right there and do my homework, because for $14.99, I guess you're getting your money's worth. Yeah, that makes them pretty cheap, but
too bad it doesn't have all of them though. Up till 10.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand those, because I mean I've never beat 9 or 10. I mean I tried to. They're harder than fuck.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one I got real stuck on. I mean, like
I remember part 10 had an easy mode. That was the first time they ever did that.
Yeah, okay, then it was not part 10, because I would have gladly switched over to it. But
right.
I think it was 9, and I can't remember what the stage was called, because I played it a couple years back, and I just remember the stage was like a lot of diamonds. It looked like a lot of diamonds.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that level?
I remember. Yeah.
There is this impossible jump, because they've got like these sharp diamonds protruding from every angle, and you know the way those old Mega Man games go, man. You so much as just tap the side. You could tap the flat blunt end of a sharp object, and you're gonna die.
Right.
And there's just this impossible jump on it, and I was looking on YouTube. I was looking everywhere to find out there's a trick. There has to be a trick to making this jump, and literally there's not. People are like, there's not a trick to this. You just have to fucking get lucky. I'm like, this is bullshit. Is that? And I gave up, man. I'm tired of getting frustrated. I'm too old for that shit, frankly. It's like I can't invest an hour of repeating the same level over and over and over and over and over again. But you know what would be cool though is if they added a better save feature, maybe like a save, get rid of the passwords.
Oh yeah,
type thing. But anyway, that's my grievance with that. I hope that's not them testing the waters, how bad fans want it. Because honestly, I mean, I think fans are going to get that $14.99 if they don't already own all these cartridges and own the previous collections. And to be honest with you, I'd buy it if it included 9 and 10. I'd probably buy it just because I don't like busting out my PlayStation 2. And I don't have one of those glorious fat PS3s that are backwards compatible with the PlayStation 2.
Me neither.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, a lot of my PlayStation 2 stuff gathers dust. So, I mean, if only they included 9 and 10, and especially at a $14.99 price point, I would probably be on board. But, I'm probably not going to be.
You know a game I'd love to see Capcom bring out for new systems again?
What's that?
Did you ever get to play Haunting Ground?
No, I never did.
That's one that goes for a lot of money, and they're the ones that put that out. That's actually a spiritual successor to Clock Tower.
That's right. That's right. And I don't remember if you brought that up on our last episode, our last couple episodes talking about spiritual successors, or Or maybe I reminded you after we finished that one, but we forgot about that one. But yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, they're actually doing a Kickstarter one too.
Yeah, for the Haunting Ground name?
No, it's a completely different name. I can't think of it. It was a while ago. I'm not even sure if they did a Kickstarter or if it was just news that they were making it.
They need to capitalize, man.
Yeah.
We already discussed it on episode 9, I think, but it's big game right now. I mean, I just read an article that the Bloodstained Kickstarter Bloodstain's officially coming to the Vita now because it reached its Kickstarter stretch goal, and it's raked in $3.5 million so far.
Right. That may be the last Vita game, actually.
Oh, I don't follow Vita close enough. I mean, everybody's saying it like the Vita's dead, or some people say the Vita was DOA.
Yeah. What was it they were saying? They called it a legacy console.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember which representative Sony Computer Entertainment said that, but yeah, basically called it a legacy hardware. And I mean, it was just basically dead on arrival. It entered, Nintendo's waters. Yeah. And that's the only thing Nintendo's got a stranglehold on is the handheld market. And you know what? Fuck if I know of how they scored it. I mean, like, I'm Nintendo all the way, and I'm glad that they have dominance in some area, but I honestly don't know why, because it's like, why is it they can win the handheld market with underpowered hardware, but they can't win the console? Is it because there's more kids? Is that why? Or
I don't know.
I mean, maybe that's where their sort of childish IPs come into play better.
Maybe it's just nostalgia, since the Game Boy was the first kind of big handheld.
Well, but NES used to be the king of King Salami back in the day. I think maybe, but I know a lot of friends that are adults and they still play their hardware. A lot of girls play portables. It's really, it reaches a lot of demographic. But maybe that's got to be it. It's just got to be a kid thing. Like kids tend to gravitate a little bit more to portable hardware, and that's where their IPs really shine. So, yeah. But I don't know. Definitely let us know what you guys think. Mega Man, is it bullshit to keep rehashing and re-releasing all these collections? Ones that most likely we all have in some form or another. But like I said, $14.99, I kind of feel like an ass for bitching about it. But let us know. And is the PS Vita DOA? Do you guys have a PS Vita? Should we get a PS Vita? Sounds like we should just, might as well wait till they're on clearance at Toys R Us. At this point, is it gone? Is it coming back? I don't know, man. I don't know I don't know anything about Vita. I don't know if there's anything on the slate for it. The only thing I heard that's somewhat PSP, PS Vita related is that fucking Final Fantasy Dissidia game, but it's getting an arcade sequel that'll eventually come to PS4. I don't fucking know anymore. But 3DS all the way. It's all I care about. We're out.